Welcome back everybody, Kai Swansea, and you know it, it's Football Manager 2017, and today is the big game, the semi-final second leg against Manchester City. Now, since last episode, the 3-1 win against Chelsea, we did beat Leicester 3-0, and Stoke 3-1, two very good wins. Fernando Llorente, Fernandes and Norton getting the goals in the first game, Boya Baston getting two and Barrow getting the third in the other game. So yeah, pretty good game. Britain actually got sent off, stupid foul. Yeah, don't really mind. We got fined 25k because we had 7 yellow cards. Bit annoying, but 25k isn't that much. But what I wanted to do before we get to this final, just to bulk out the episode a bit, because the only game in this episode will be against Manchester City, was I thought I'd go through my tactic a bit in a slightly different way. I'd go to match, and I'd just pick a random match. So I'm thinking a game we won, obviously. The game against Manchester City, I think that's a good one. Here, so it's going to load the highlights from that game, and then I'm going to look at average positions to show what the tactics tried to do, where it's going right, and where maybe I think it's going wrong. So here, where do we want? We want positions. Average positions, yeah. Overall. Now we'll do with ball first. Unfortunately, it doesn't work properly. So what I have to do is I have to move this back to here where there's only 11 players on the pitch. And there you can see the tactic actually incredibly clearly. The goalkeeper's obviously the furthest player back. We've got the two centre-backs, and Jack Cork. I'm in two minds about Jack Cork, because one mind is making me think I want him as a half-back, so he's here. So we have 3 players back, but unfortunately if we do that we lose a man in midfield, and I feel him being here actually presses the opposition and makes him not manage as much in midfield. So if they quickly get a ball over the top, they're more likely to score, but it stops them getting dominance of the game, which I think is really helpful. Then we've got our full-backs who are on the halfway line. They're quite a way up, they're basically wingers. If you were to look at this tactic, you'd say it was a 2-1-4-3. Which is kind of what I want from it. And then there's the 3 strikers. These two sort of out wide a bit, but still close enough that they can score. You can see they're clearly in scoring range, and this guy's sort of the focal point. The midfielders run past him, the wingers run past him. He's the focal point of their attack. Now quickly I'm going to do it without the ball. Just see, they drop back into a really good form, which is really nice to see. This bit is slightly worrying that they're so high up, but I don't really know what to do to make them drop back more while still being inside forward. It's really hard. And these 3, as you can see, number 8 is the attacking of the 3, stays further forward, but these 2 sit back, so it sort of becomes a 4-2-3-1, which is also really nice. It's really good. And we see the overall positions, these 2 are slightly back, the defensive mid slightly forward, and you see the shape that it is on the tactic screen. So it's quite good. Let's see heat maps actually, where is it? So I couldn't find what I was looking for. Is the average position or something? It didn't work. The heat map thing, I couldn't find it. It's not possession, so I don't know. But what I did do is quickly load up a game where we lost, just to try and see where we went wrong. And as you see here, from the position overall, we were completely the same. It was basically identical. The right wing is slightly further forward. Apart from that, these 2 look basically identical. So what I'm quickly gonna do is just add the other team. Add the other team and just see what the difference was and where we went wrong. So we won this game, and as you can see, their defensive mid was basically on our striker. Their 2 midfielders were just by our 2 midfielders. Their inside forward wingers, whatever you want to call them, were a bit off our fullbacks, and their striker was sort of on our last man. Now compare that to Tottenham, and maybe this is the difference, is that their defensive midfielder wasn't on our striker, was instead on one of our midfielders. So they actually outmanned us in midfield. I don't know if this is what happened, what made them win that game, but that is the one obvious difference you can see from that. So it might be just that extra man in midfield, and letting our striker have a bit more free rein gave him the win, but I don't know. So clearly I've got to try other games and stuff, but this is the sort of thing I try and do to have a look. God, that's a mess. Let's quickly get rid of all those. But yeah. Oh, heat map, that's what I wanted. So if I turn this off, here we go. So here you can see another difference actually. When we played against Man City, we were very, very all about Llorente in that game. We played everything through him. You can see everything about that game was through Llorente. Whereas in this game, we had a bit about, well, it wasn't even Llorente, it was Boya Baston, but a lot of the play went through Leroy Fer, and we were pushed into this area, which again implies that Tottenham, yeah, you can see here, they were very aggressive in their pressing, unlike Manchester City, which you'd sort of expect. Like you can see here, Manchester City's main area was just below the halfway line, whereas for Tottenham it was just above the halfway line. What happens if you do both? You just get a mess that tells you absolutely nothing. Actually, it tells you something. It tells you that in the Tottenham game, they just went for the centre of the park, and you can see all the action was in the centre of the park, whereas against Man City, they were far more spread out, trying to control the entire pitch. So, yeah, if a team tries to get our midfield and outmans our three-man midfield, I guess maybe that gives them a win, which is something I might try and rectify and look at in the future. A couple of other things, maybe here, scoring chances, no, assists. Where do I see them? Oh, I don't. Okay, scoring chances. So you can see, get rid of half chances. Oh, we had a lot of half chances actually. Both. I gotta do the full game now. I swear we lost that game against Tottenham. Oh, we did. We lost 3-0. And yeah, you can see they only had 3 chances. That was a game of not many chances. I guess it was just a huge midfield battle, which you could kind of see in the game, but yeah, huge midfield battle, whereas you see here there's a lot of chances in this game because it was far more open game, and you can actually see that by the scores. That game was a 3-1, whereas this one was a 2-0, so this was won in the midfield by Tottenham, I guess, judging by the tactics that I've just looked at. So yeah, I thought that was a bit cool. Means maybe against a team that plays a lot of midfielders, I might even want to drop these guys back again to try and get the numbers. I don't know what to do though. It's sort of, there's only so much you can do. Maybe drop these two back a bit. No, because then you lose your attacking threat. It's maybe a completely different tactic. Maybe if I notice somebody's outmanning in the midfield, I need to play this. But yeah, that's just a little digression. I thought it'd be rather cool to have a quick look at that, and we have. This is the team that's going up against Man City in the second leg, which is quite insane that we got this far. I think it's the same team that played before. Can't think of any differences. So yeah, we're going to get into the game. Match preview. Playing Man City, obviously. The other game is between Sunderland and Bournemouth. Bournemouth have already won 2-1, so if we make it through, we're playing Bournemouth at Wembley, which isn't too bad. But yeah, submit team. Yep, I want to win this. So the opposition looks fairly similar as before. They've got Aguero instead of Iheanacho, which is quite scary. Apart from that, it looks like a very strong side. John Stone's actually their fullback in this game. I can't remember what the last team was, I'll be honest. I can't even think, maybe it was a weaker team last time, I can't remember, I'll be honest. But they look pretty good, but fortunately for us, they've kept the same tactics, so hopefully we'll be able to outman them in midfield, because Aguero's pushed up a bit more, and our centre-backs have to deal with him, but it means Llorente can deal with Fernandinho and stop them keeping the ball, which is really nice. I'm not going to bother looking at them, we all know how good they are. Let Curtis do it, he didn't do a good job, so passionate. I completely believe you got what it takes, always works. Oh, I say it always works. It worked on 3 people. Make them a bit more happy, a bit more confident. Here you see us walking out. Everybody's getting ready for Wembley. This is 1 game away from Wembley. Players are a bit anxious. And we have kick-off. There you go. I'm going to see when a highlight happens. And the first highlight is a Kolarov free kick. Court clears. Llorente has the ball, hoofs it forward to Nathan Dyer. Nathan Dyer with space to work with. Across the pitch to Montero. Both of them, Montero and Dyer, so fast. Montero, edge of the box. Gets a nice ball in. Llorente. Dyer. Yes! First away goal out of 2. 5-2 lead. Oh, if I fail to win this, that'll be the absolute bottle job. Here's Montero's cross now. Montero gets it into the box. Llorente headers it down. Straight to Dyer, who just hoofs it in the corner. Basically an open net. Nice goal. There's a highlight straight after the goal. Montero's intercepted their passes from kick-off. Otamendi gets the ball back, unfortunately, back to Willy Caballero. Caballero has options in front of him, hoofs it forward. Sigurdsson cuts it out. Unfortunately, Kolarov gets the pass before it reaches Dyer. Kolarov to Sterling. Back to Kolarov. Beautiful ball over the top to Sterling. Sterling gets it in. Aguero. Instant reply from Manchester City. Here we see it in 3D. Kolarov, well, it was in 3D before from closer. Sterling with a lovely ball in. Aguero's lost his man, and it was a nice goal by them. Instant reply. 3-5. It's only 2-goal lead at the moment. Neil Taylor with a throw in into Leroy Fer, edge of the box, passes to Montero. Montero has options. Taylor to Llorente. Llorente turns back to Taylor into the box. Nathan Dyer with his 2nd goal of the game. We've got our 2 away goals. Now the away goals field is equalled and we're winning 6-3. Here it is in 3D, Neil Taylor even, back to Llorente, 1-2 of Llorente, cuts it across the box, Nathan Dyer again, open goal for him to header into, beautiful goal, 6-3 on aggregate. Man City have a throw in here. It's been intercepted. Llorente to Leroy Fair. Leroy Fair is kind of through here. Can he pass it across? Oh no, it's intercepted. Sterling has a chance to counter for Man City now. Beautiful tackle by Sigurdsson, but it didn't quite well. Sterling got the ball back to Torre. Torre to De Bruyne. De Bruyne, beautiful ball over the top to Aguero. I was talking about this. Balls over the top where thankfully Aguero missed. Willie Caballero with a goal kick out to Gabriel Jesus. Neil Taylor gets it. Llorente using his strength to header the ball on, but unfortunately nobody's there. De Bruyne, Torre, nice 1-2 in the middle there, out to Sterling. Sterling has options. Another beautiful through ball. Taylor intercepts and Leroy Fair with a chance to counter here. Out wide to Montero, can use his pace and he passes to Llorente. Llorente holds up the ball well, but unfortunately misplaces his pass to Montero, and now Kevin De Bruyne is through here. Beautiful save by Fabianski. Kevin De Bruyne to take the corner, whips the ball in. Oh, it's just wide by Fernandinho. Half time's been and gone, as has Fernandes. He's gone off for Amat because he was having a bad game. Aguero's through. He's hit the side netting, thank God. Yeah, Fernandes had a 6.3 rating, so he came off for Amat. Hopefully that'll help tighten up the back. Montero hasn't had the best game. Our midfield hasn't really been overly dominant, neither has theirs, to be fair. Gabriel Jesus had a pretty bad game for them, as has John Stones at full-back, which is obviously not his natural position. So I've made all 3 changes now. Lucas Romero on for Sigurdsson, try and tighten up, put a bit more defensive stability in that midfield, and also got Sigurdsson on the yellow card. Norton actually had the yellow card after I did the changes, and Montero off for Routledge on, bit more energy on that left flank. Hopefully he can get something done, use his pace. Romero just got the ball now, Routledge to Romero, new players. Llorente back to Romero. Romero, can he do a good pass? He can. Nathan Dyer, can he get past his man here, getting a nice ball. Ooh, nice tackle by Kolarov. Aguero's through here. No, he's not. Keane gets the ball back to Fabianski. Fabianski clears only as far as Sterling. Terrible clearance by Fabianski. Sterling shoots wide, thankfully. Aguero, another long ball to Aguero, back to Torre, out wide to Sterling. They're really doing well here. I might pull my wingers back. Norton sent off. Okay, there has to be a change. I'm going to watch the red card happen just so that I can start myself. There we go. Norton's off. And we're going to make some changes. So Dyer's obviously coming back, and Routledge, he's not very good back there. But Cork and Romero with Leroy Fair. There you go. How does that look? Actually, can Romero play centre back? No, he can't. Can Cork? No. I need to keep the centre backs on. Dyer can't play further back, nor can Routledge. Okay, so let's have a quick look at these guys. These have to be wingers because else they'll do. Actually, he needs to be a defensive winger to defend because we don't have anybody on that side. Taylor can be a full back support. Lucas Romero, he doesn't like anything, does he? Deep line playmaker support. And they go Fur, and Llorente can just be a target man support. And we change a lot of these. Clear. Okay, we want to close down more. There you go, that's it for now. Just keeping possession, close down a bit more. Hopefully that'll help, not as much as we were before though. We have a ball now. Amat. He doesn't have many options. Out wide to Dyer. Dyer is a defensive winger. Can he get some pace forward though? Is he allowed to? I don't know what the role does. I haven't used it often enough. Nathan Dyer is tackled by Kolarov. Outpaced by Kolarov, to be fair. Let's have a quick look at Kolarov's pace. He's not that fast, so that was quite amazing that Dyer got outpaced. Romero back to Keane. Not many passing options despite having a packed midfield. Just hoofs it forward. It's obviously Kolarov's going to get the ball. Gets it back foot. Romero down to Fair. Fair forward to Llorente. Llorente has to hold it up really well here. Out to Dyer. Dyer, can he get past Kolarov this time? Kolarov's had a bit better of Dyer today, apart from the 2 goals he scored. And now they have a chance to counter Aguero. Fortunately, we have plenty of men back due to our tactical setup. Sterling on the left, into the box, own goal. Jordi Amat. Oh, that's terrible. Amat came on for an underperforming Fernandes and has now scored an own goal. That's just embarrassing. De Bruyne, look at him. Out wide to Sterling. Beautiful cross in, and Amat hoofs it in the net. Terrible. Oh, that's just appalling. That's the second own goal I've had as well. I'm quite sure it is. Oh no, Ashley Williams was the one for Everton. Oh no, they've got a chance here. Oh, beautiful clearance. I don't know who that was cleared by. Lovely. De Bruyne into the box. We're still holding on. We still have a 2-goal lead, so as long as they don't score 2 goals in the last 5 minutes, we're safe. Nathan Dyer on this right hand side to Cork. This is making it a nervy last few minutes. Nathan Dyer into the box. Romero. Oh, he hit the post. Oh, is that a chaos? Llorente was offside, else we'd probably have got a corner. So I've put the highlights on extended, but we've only got 5 seconds left to hold out. Nathan Dyer on this right flank against Colorado, forwards to Llorente. Llorente doesn't get there, but full time. We've made it to Wembley. Absolutely amazing achievement. Yeah, I am pleased. Despite a red card, and it was a nervy last, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Oh no, that's the own goal. Where's it? Oh, wrong side here. Last 10, 15 minutes? Not that long, so that's not that bad then. But yeah, we've made it through. What a game. What 2 games. We beat Man City and we're up against Bournemouth in the final. That's amazing achievement. What I'll do now is I'll just go to the end of the transfer window and show you any transfers as they happen. That'll all be in this episode. As you can see here, Mark Brigaty's gone on loan. Our superstar's gone on loan. I don't know if I told you about those. We've signed Lucas Romero. I'm trying my best to sell Marvin Emnes, but it's really hard. He's probably going to end up going on loan again, unfortunately. But yeah, see if there's any transfers. The transfer window's over and I've made no more signings because I have no money and I have no real targets. A few players going out on loan, mostly unimportant, but couldn't sell them, but we're getting 52k a week plus some of his wages off the bill, so that's good bit of money. Rangel's gone out on loan. He was upset. He means so much to the club, I don't want to upset him, so I let him go out on loan. Mike van der Hoorn's actually on loan, get some first team experience because he's barely featured for me. 1 game in the league, 3 games in the cup. He's just not had the chance with it, which is unfortunate because he might be good, but I don't want to risk it. So if I can sell him in a season or 2 for a decent amount, having loaned him out, that's like good enough. And this is a squad at the end. It's slightly, if anything, weaker than it was at the start of the window, but yeah, we've strengthened a bit in midfield, upgraded Fulton to Romero, but Lewis instead of Rangel at right back now. Apart from that, it's mostly the same. We did play against West Brom. We beat them 2-1 in actually quite a nervy game until the 85th minute. And we're playing Man City in the next round, which I won't do because the next episode will be the Capital One Cup final. Wow. Yeah. First season and we're already challenging for silverware. So yeah, that'll be the next episode. I hope you enjoyed and see you then. Goodbye.